Hello, my name is Gregtech82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. Oop, I just realized I am out of melon there. Really need to come up with a better food situation. But anyway, I am just grabbing a bunch of glowstone here. I have... I'm short on gold because obviously my my miner must not be mining up any gold where I have it placed. Usually it gets a lot of like small irons and stuff, or small nodes. So I have been pretty good on gold for a while, but yeah. So I basically just replaced this with a HV input bus, and then I'm just gonna manually put some glowstone in there. I could do like a chest, so I could have multiple things on there feeding into it with like conduits. I don't know. I haven't kind of decided with that. Because as we can see, like, this has gotten me so much that I'm not going to have to worry about gold for a while. Let's just go ahead and throw this in the smeltery there. All right, so one little thing here before we kind of move on with this episode today is that one problem here I am having is my epoxid needs phenol, and usually this has heavy fuel. I was using heavy fuel to turn into phenol, but all my heavy fuel was getting used up for the high octane gasoline production. So I'm actually gonna do... should just move this over while I have... No, actually, I think I'm gonna put another assembler here before I do that. But I'm gonna craft up a fluid extractor so I can do wood tar to phenol. I think that now that I have infinite charcoal. But I accidentally crafted up a regular extractor. So I'm disassembling it to get all the parts back because it's basically the same as the... it's the exact same as the regular extractor, except you put, I think the piston's here and the pump is here. I had them switched. Alright, so we got about 40 seconds left for that. Let me take a look here. So here is our fusion reactor stuff. I got everything. We got the dense erismium, the dense nequata, the field generators we did last episode. We got the superconducting wires. The only thing I think we need is the ultra high powered, whatever they are. Yeah, the UHPIC things. Yep. Got molten soldering alloy, vanadium gallium, not problem. We do the correct tier. I'm kind of questioning, should I do, I know this is totally like random, but I should probably change this to a LUV maybe, LUV battery. I definitely kind of want to have a battery buffer. I haven't been having problems with power, but the last thing I want is the assembly line to not get enough power and void all the items because it ran out of power. So I definitely kind of want a little bit of a battery buffer here. But I could upgrade that to LUV. But these wafers may actually be the most difficult part of this process. Really quick, let me go grab this. Because of the indium that they need, the phosphate that they need. Yeah, so here's all the stuff for this. I do like that dissembler. I wish it didn't take so long. I mean, 472 seconds for an IV. That is a long time. All right, so fluid extractor. There we go. So basically, just plopping this down and feeding it charcoal. I do need to, I think we need to change this though. Oh, yeah, because that's not what I want. Let's see, I don't know what circuit I need. I need phenol, wood tar, 2. Alright, so there is the phenol that we need. Perfect. Now I need export bus and an import bus. Not on the front. Export. Import for the ash. Export charcoal, and I should need a muffler on a bunch of these machines. Alright, but there we go. So that's producing the phenol, and that should fix my issue that I was having over here. We do have a thunderstorm. I'm kind of curious what how much power I'm producing. Yeah, so this was the issue. And I think I needed also a couple of those, so. Alright, so let's take a look at this. I can port over there. So the UH things, we need 32 of these, which, holy cow, that's a lot. We need 31 more. Alright, so PIC wafers. Is this... Why don't I have these? I thought I had these. Maybe I was just doing these manually. I would do like a bunch at a time. Maybe that's... Sapphire. Why don't we do... Wait, not that. Oh my goodness. Can I do the Naquata? Yeah. Naquata, we get 4. I thought I could have sworn I had that. Maybe I didn't have enough. Apparently I'm out of those. Maybe I didn't have enough interfaces over here. That is a definite possibility. Right, it is here. And did I have an issue? I think I have enough things now, actually. I'm going to do this. Yeah, I guess replace this with dense. Where is this going? Yeah, we have enough channels now, so that's good. All right, but the problem here is the indium and gallium. Yeah, how do I want to do that? Do I have dense cable? Oh, I have just enough, it looks like. Also, I don't know if I can't remember if I mentioned this, but I think I figured out the problems I was having with this block. If you didn't have a circuit in one of the blocks before it checks, like each multi-block will check in a certain pattern to make sure it is a full multi-block. So it'll check this one, then like this, and if they're invalid blocks, it won't form. But if you didn't have a circuit in this and it checked that, you couldn't run this one. Like if this one was after, you couldn't run it after this one if it didn't have a circuit. If it checked that, I don't know what order it was checking it, but I think that was the problem I was having. Like it was doing the checks for the circuits, and if it wasn't in there, the next one in the line would not work, even though I had the right stuff in it. I think that was the problem I was having all those episodes ago with this. So just keep that in mind if you are having some problems like I was. This. Right, sapphire, yep. Put that there. And then, I guess, yeah, we'll just replace this. Luckily I have this kind of set out that I can easily replace this. Ooh, that lag when I break stuff. Alright, so I think we're good there. Now, the indium gallium, I do have a bunch of gallium or galena, and yeah, I have 2,000 galena, and I have a bunch of sphalerite too. So I think we're going to do the regular way just to get this stuff produced, I think, with the, like, the indium concentrate stuff. I'm trying to remember. Isn't it like the fluid? How do you get the... Oh boy. You put the galena... I've been just replicating all these so much. So purified goes in a chemical reactor. So let's find that. Yeah. So chemical reactor with sulfuric acid, which now I'm auto-crafting as well. You get the indium concentrate, and then you put this with some aluminum. That's right, and you get the tiny piles. So you do need... What is that? So 9 indium, 36 aluminum for 1 indium. So you do get the lead, the silver, zinc, and sulfur out of it, but that is a bit of a pain. Let me, yeah, let me figure out where I want to do this, and we'll come back. Alright, I just kind of set up a really quick kind of thing down here. I think I got everything. Just 2 chemical reactors and electrolyzer. Produce this indium. I was going to do it up there, but that is such a mess of stuff up there. I think I just kind of plopped it down here. I have no idea if... How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I think we have enough. I have enough channels for this. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so that is putting the sulfuric acid in there. Let's go ahead and throw galena and sphalerites. I think that will... Not quite sure how that will... I don't think it'll put sphalerite in both. I could be kind of wrong there, actually. Now, I could be doing this in a large one, but I didn't have one available, and I didn't feel like crafting one up when I had these already in my A system. Alright, so that will... that should input... Yeah, there's the aluminum. Alright, so once that fills up, it should do the galena. And then that will do that. Did I... Yeah, it is a 1. And then I have the import bus on the bottom to pull out the indium. Alright, so there it goes. Fluid output into the thing right next. I need a muffler upgrade for that as well. And... is this... I just realized, is this... Shoot. I doubt I can use... I do have a... Wonder if this would work. We can... I have one of these. I don't remember where I got it from, but if I have like an EV battery, I wonder if this would work. Like, it's 600. It's just over HV, but if I can, like, kind of buffer that... Didn't I have, like, a... Pretty sure I had an EV battery somewhere, didn't I? Let me craft up an EV battery really quick. Alright, I did have one battery. It was out by my oil rig. I remember I had one. I couldn't remember where it was, though. Alright, so this is an EV. Let's just try this. I have no idea if this will actually work. I would like to put this fluid back in. Do this. Where is it? There we go. All right, so let's try this. So if I put that there, I'm thinking that maybe this won't run as much. So like it'll have a chance to maybe charge up. I have no idea. See, it's not even like draining the thing. All right. I wish these things outputted faster. Anyway, but there is pulled out the indium, so perfect. I'm just gonna get through all my galena and stuff. This isn't gonna be the main way I produce galena or indium, I think. And then, yeah, that will output the lead into here, which will electrolyze it, and then it produces water and then the things. So we get those from there. And then, yeah. And then we void the water. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's see. Like I said, I have no idea if this will actually work with the EV one, but I think it... Like, it's not going fast enough. It's getting time to charge back up, so we're actually good. All right, perfect. All right, so that's going to produce my indium for that. Now, the other thing I need to go... What do I need? Phosphate. I'll probably just drop my... Yeah, phosphate and gallium. All right, so I think this... All right, the mining rig has finished that vein, so I'm going to go move that to a bauxite to get gallium. I'm going to drop this little miner over a apatite vein. I think I have one right near me. It annoys me. I missed that little bit of the magnetite vein. I thought I had it completely. Not kyanite. Don't I have like an apatite? Yeah, apatite. I think it's this one. Is the apatite vein? Or is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, because there's the tricalcium. All right, so I'm going to go plop this thing over there and get up some of this and we'll come back. And just a quick update. The apatite vein was actually right in the middle of my base. So as we can see, got a bunch of that. And with this setup, I'm noticing the actual like backlog here is actually the electrolyzer. I could pull this into the AA system. Actually, I can't. I don't have an open face. So we'll just kind of let that run, I guess. And yeah, we'll continue on. And really quick, I just wanted to point this out. I finally crafted a new ender tank to fill it with the high octane gasoline. So now it's going to get continual power, and we got continual drilling fluid, and also the ender chest. So this will completely mine out an entire vein, and then yeah, I don't have to kind of keep jumping back. I can just wait till it's all finished up. It looks like it's got all of the bauxite, but I guess we'll let it. I mean, do we really need ilmenite? I'll just leave it for now, I guess. I got to figure out where I want to take this next. But yeah, for now, we'll just leave that there. All right, I think I have enough indium here. 104. And I need, I think like 100 and... Oh, what am I doing? I need 31 of those, so I need 103. So I just have just enough. All right, so the problem we're going to run into here is I'm kind of wondering how these Is it gonna... I'm assuming it's gonna throw all PIC wafers. I think... I'm just kind of curious, like, because you need to feed them vanadium, gallium, and then the Naquata. So I don't hope I'm not gonna have to do like at a time here. So it needs 2 each, and I need 31. So 62. So like 38 more. And luckily, after my bauxite vein, we are up to 422 gallium. It's not great. Especially with like the amount of bauxite you end up getting. Like, what am I gonna... I mean, yeah. I could electrolyze all this stuff into aluminum, but like in rutile or whatever, but yeah. The amount of gallium I have to go get is just a bit annoying. Although this doesn't like... Does this pulverize down into gallium? No. And I could turn that into purified zinc. No, that's not gonna work. I don't think. Anyway, so you're crafting up indium gallium. And then, yeah, it looks like it threw all the 30 in there at once, it looks like. Yeah, all right. So we'll do all these at once, and then we'll do all in Aquata. Actually, now that I'm... Like, what is that? Oh, it's the mixer that was doing all that. What is... It's probably hydrogen, I'm guessing. I'm full up on hydrogen again. No, I was actually wrong. Maybe nitrogen? Yeah, definitely nitrogen is filling up those. Anyway, totally forgot what I was doing. Vanadium, gallium. I guess we'll just smelt all that, and then it should go pretty quick, although that is not as quick as I thought it was going to be. HV, I feel like it should have been quicker. Oh well. Throw something there too. Alright, that one looks quicker. Sometimes it depends on the overclock, like if they're faster. How many are we doing? 8? Yeah, so it's doing 8 in 22 seconds, whereas this is doing 1 in 6 seconds. But anyway. So we'll smelt all those down, and then the quada. I'm gonna need... Ooh, I'm gonna need a lot, like almost 2 stacks of Naquata here, I just realized. Just make sure I grab the right one. Alright, so this is gonna take a little while. Alright, so let me go ahead and get this taken care of. Yeah. So this is only 3 seconds. Yeah, it's about the same. So that one is no different. Anyway, let me cut here and we'll come back. All right, I have put all the Naquata in that we need. We have 9 left, so that's going to take, I think, 9 minutes to do the rest. Yeah, there's 60-second recipes. Is it IV? Yeah, it's running on IV. I could upgrade it to LV, but that might be a little much for my network. Now, last episode we kind of automated the factory or the field generators, and the problem with that is it has 10 items, and that doesn't work well with the AE system. Now, I've been trying to come up with a way to get the item into the AE system so it recognizes it, and then it can continue the recipe. Now, I think I know what I can do. The question is it going to recognize this kind of like unique item that I have named? Like, if I do Mars block, is it going to recognize that? Is the question. Because I kind of like having the name, but obviously if the name's not going to work, we'll have to do something else. Now, this is just a little setup I've done just to kind of practice and test stuff here. So I can go ahead and get, I think, rid of all this stuff. And then this was trying to figure out why the emitter wasn't working. Wish there was a way you could like grab multiple. I'm sure there is, or like an easier way to do this, but anyway. All right, so trigger, probably the 1 second. We don't have to change that. Let's try condition. Let's try Mars surface. What was this? Mars. I think this is a surface block, isn't it? I got to make sure I get the right thing. I think I can maybe do like word dictionary. I'm guessing, but I don't know. Yeah, Mars surface rock. All right, so let's try that and see if that will work. I guess I don't need to do the condition, but so if that requires Mars surface rock, and then let's try, actually let's just do regular and then we'll see create input with that chest. Mars surface rock, and then just output it to the chest next to it. So gold chest, Mars surface rock. All right. Pretty simple little thing here. So let's throw the Mars surface rock in there, see if it works. It does. All right, so we know if it works. So let's go ahead and throw this in and see what happens. No, I didn't think it would recognize that. So let's try maybe NBT independent detection. I don't know. Keep exiting out, I don't mean to. Right, let's try that. See if that works. All right, so that does work. Obviously, I won't be able to do multiple ones with this Mars surface block, but since I can get that to work, that's perfect. Now, what I think we're going to do on this is we're going to put a export, maybe like right there. I know I can attach this. I guess I can just do that. It doesn't need to be. I kind of wish it was attached to that, though. That's just, I know it's going to kind of bug me. And this is purely my own thing. I like having all the... You only need one on there. I like having all the wires connected to each other. Like that. I know you don't need to, but all right. So what we're going to do is just keep this fine osmiridium in there. And let's take a look at this. So this is this it? Yeah. So this is the whole thing. Now, I'm going to, at the end of this, let me think, is this right? Where do I want this part? Yeah. So I want it to, yeah, do everything. And then we're going to do inventory from this gold chest. Don't need a target, so we'll do the Mars surface rock. Maybe do one. We'll make sure it only does one. Not that I'm going to have any other ones, but let's just make sure. All right, so after it does this, it's going to pull the surface rock into the system. Then I want to output that item into the AA system. And to do that, we're just going to do inventory or interface. I could name this maybe inputs something. I don't think that matters. Yeah, it shouldn't matter. But we're going to output this Mars surface block. And then we'll just do that. So, yeah. All right. So that basically we'll do the system, we'll pull it in and then put it back in the A system, and that should work with figuring out it. That should tell the A system it can kind of continue on with the thing. Now I need to set this to auto output that into there. I wonder if, I hate how the lids, I don't know what causes that, but that drives me nuts. See, like this one also. So if I throw this in here, is that going to end up in that chest over there? Yeah. All right. Perfect. So I'm just going to always have this in here. A system won't know what's in there. It'll think it needs to craft one of those. It'll put the fine osmiridium wires in here. It'll get used up. It'll go through all the things that it needs. It'll take this out of here, put it in the A system. The A system's like, great, we don't need that anymore. Let's continue crafting the thing. And then the A system will put it back in this chest. So I think that'll work. Unfortunately, I would have to test it, and I don't need to craft up those field generators anymore. But maybe I will test that in between episodes. With, I don't know what I would craft. I could maybe, when I'm doing like the next thing, I could do, I don't know. I'll have to test that. But I think that should work with recipes that have more than 9 items. All right. Anyway, let's move on. So we got our 32 wafers here. We got our fusion coil. Let's empty out all our things here. Put those away. We got our ZPM circuits. Now those, I think, go in different... those go in like a different thing, or a different input bus is what I was trying to say. So let's go ahead and take a look over here. Just make sure we got everything. Great, fusion coil, there's the ZPM circuits, Sense-Nequata, osmiridium, field generator, 32 wafers, and the superconducting coils. All right, so question is, do I want to do a thing for this? Am I gonna have to craft more of these is the question. And I guess might as well just put this all on a pattern, maybe? Is that what I should do? I mean, I could test out my the thing here. It's going to take me a little while to get all this stuff put into a system, but is it worth doing a whole new Steve's Factory Manager for something I may not even craft again? I don't know. Fusion, let's see, Fusion Reactor. If I ever want to... Yeah, if I ever want to craft up another reactor, which I may do at some point, I'm probably going to want this. Yeah. Although this isn't popping up in any uses, although it's probably in this one. Like, this recipe, which I can't see yet, probably requires the Mark 1. Why don't I go ahead and let me do all the Steve's Factory Manager stuff. We'll get the thing all set up here and we'll check to see if it works. All right, I just realized even though these 4 ZPM circuits are going in different input buses, I actually don't need to put them in a separate slot in a... So that is actually only, I think, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. All right. So I'm not going to do the SMM Steve's Factory Manager stuff yet. Just for this one thing. Now, oh, I forgot to. Actually, gotta leave that on there so I can remember what fluids that I need. One issue here. Do I want to do that? Yeah, one problem with doing this manually is these things completely block the input bus on this machine. Say if it was on the side of this, I could access it, but I cannot access it from there. Now, I don't want to break any of these because these are all named, and that will mess up all the different things. So I may end up just, I think this will work, but I don't want to like ruin everything. But if I break this, actually I didn't even need to break that. Put that back, because I can access that from the front. Yeah, I can just access it from right there. So that won't be the input bus. But if I go along here, I can just break all these. These are just the machine casings. Is that... I can't remember. Do I have 10? I think I have 10. Alright, so let's just plop all these in and then we will... we'll get this going. So the next 4 are those. So 1. And then if I need to, at any point, do more of these, we will add it to the thing. So those, and those. And then we'll just close all these up. Yeah, that's the only kind of annoying thing with those cables. All right, so there's that. Now I need, what is that? 8. What is that, 9? Actually, now that I'm thinking about this, is going to go in my... That's fine. I'm going to have to craft up some more of this. What is that? That's 8 or 9, isn't it? Yeah, because 10 is 1440. No, that's 8. Yeah, that's 8. All right, not too bad. And then the soldering iron, I guess we'll do like just 3 of those, I guess. I guess I should have thrown in there. Yeah. Let me get to this because that's all gonna go directly in to that thing over there. One more. And there we go. All right, let's pull this out really quick. Yeah, so 1152. We'll grab the soldering alloy that we need. It's going to be a little more, but I can just throw it back in the A system. All right, let's just double check. So we got soldering alloy in the first one, vanadium, gallium in the second. So there is that. There is that. All right, so I think that is everything for the fusion reactor. Let's go ahead and pull that out and throw that in there. And in theory, this should turn on if I did everything right. After I hit it, because I broke it, so it probably needs to, yeah. All right, so there we go. There is the fusion reactor controller. Now, obviously, we are, that's not the end of this. Obviously, we have a lot more to craft up for this part, but that is a pretty huge step, I think, in crafting the reactor. Why don't we go ahead and look at... Isn't there like a fusion reactor? It's been so long since I looked at this. I don't remember where it was though, isn't it? I don't remember where it was. I thought there was a reactor. Was it under multi-blocks maybe? Fusion. All right, so there is a fusion thing. All right, I thought there was. All right, so that's like the last part you kind of need, but yeah. LUV energy hatch, 16. Oof. And these, I do have to, yeah, they do have to be LUV. So it does look like we're going to need 16 LUV energy hatches because they can only provide a certain amount. But yeah, luckily I have gotten a whole lot of chrome up and running. But there we go. There is the fusion reactor. And there we go. So that feels pretty amazing. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll just kind of throw it in here for now. And we will work towards the fusion reactor and hopefully be getting this thing built up relatively soon. I need some more superconductor, so why don't we go ahead and get this going. I think I need about 200 more. I'll throw some in there, throw some in there, and there we go. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, so thanks for watching and have a good one.